But I think the guy next to me wants to race, so. Oh my gosh! That, I didn't try that. Alright, so we decided today it'd probably be the best. Alright, so we're gonna slingshot.
Slingshot.
We're gonna slingshot. We're third?
Second.
Let me another one.
No, we said 2.
Second slingshot. I love these things. I can't wait to get it.
It looks eerily close to your Viper.
Looks yeah, it's blue and white like the Viper. It looks like it's got custom seats in it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it looks like
cool.
Ricardo seats, honestly.
I can't wait to get it. Tomorrow's gonna be cold. Today, this doesn't make any sense because there's snow on the ground, but it is really warm outside. And I'd rather deal with being it warm and wet
Then cold and dry.
than cold and dry. Check it out. 55 degrees.
Which is crazy warm.
And it's just getting colder. So
what was it 2 days ago? Like 5 degrees or something like that?
-11.
it was a -11 with the wind chill.
Oh my god! And that's wind chill before you're driving.
Now we have a warm wind chill, so it's like 70 degrees. It's bringing the temperature up.
Uh,
So we're gonna go back and get it. And the plan is, I got my rain suit on. I'm gonna drive it back. The problem is they told us that the traction control is stuck on fully off. Which is not a problem.
which is why you're...
I would have put it completely off anyway. But for the, it's cold, it's wet. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
So you don't want to take the trailer just like in case you're completely spun around, you can just load it up and bring it home.
You call me a baby?
I'm not calling you, baby.
I know wimp.
I'm just asking.
I'm riding this thing home. I'm getting it home no matter what.
If you ask like Jimmy Johnson and be like, "Yo, you want to ride home with no traction control in the wintertime in rain?" He'd be like, "No, I'm good."
Nah, he'd be all
And
mad.
that guy's a NASCAR driver.
He's not trying to I'm trying to save time. Trying to get some views, trying to save time. This should be a lot of fun.
See you, Caleb.
Bye, Caleb. Bye, Caleb. God has blessed us with this incredibly warm day. Yes, I'm
Going out to pick up a slingshot in this beautiful weather. Just look at it. Oh, it's beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky.
It's perfect, baby. Slingshot weather, man. I was thinking back to the first time I ever bought a bike. Was actually from this same, not the same dealership, but the one right next to it. Same people that own it, Hannum's. And I remember rolling up there Saturday morning. I had my van. I think I had rented a trailer because I couldn't afford to buy a trailer, so I just rented one every time I needed one. And I was so nervous. Like, I was legit. I was nervous to go in there because I didn't, I was like, oh no, they're gonna figure out that I'm a sham or I'm a fraud, or you know what I mean, or this is my first deal, or I'm just starting out.
What year was that?
This was 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Man.
3 years ago. And I bought 3 bikes from them, and then I was going there to buy like 3 bikes. Maybe I borrowed a trailer from my brother is what happened. I was going there to buy like 2 or 3 bikes, and then when I was walking out, he's like, hey, you want this other bike? And I bought that other one. And it was kind of a strange situation where, so this is my first time doing this. In my mind, he's the expert. Although he was only the sales manager for a couple of months. But in my mind, he's the expert, he's the pro. I'm the newbie, and I just gotta make sure I don't screw anything up. And I priced out a Triumph to be a 2014. And I get the bike, and I'm like, oh, dude, this is a 2013. So I was like, do I tell him? Do I not tell him? And I kind of decided in my mind, I was like, well, I can't not tell him. I don't want to set the precedence of, we can get one over on him. I want to set the precedence of we're gonna do fair business and we're gonna, treat each other right. So I go back to him, and this was kind of a nerve-wracking thing. I go back to him. I'm like, hey, I'm thinking like this could blow the whole deal. I go back to him, and I'm like, hey, listen, I priced out a 2014 Triumph, and this is a 2013. And he's like, what's the difference? And I said, $300. And he's like, done. And it worked out, you know. Maybe it could have worked out bad, I don't know. But at that moment, in that situation, it worked out perfectly. But you know, I mean, just kind of looking back, you know, the other day I was driving a truck, doing kind of the same thing, going to a brand new dealership I never worked with, and this time, instead of buying 3 bikes, we're buying 20 bikes. There's actually 19 bikes. We're buying 19 bikes instead of me driving a rented, you know, a van that I owned, but a trailer that I borrowed. I'm driving a rented 26-foot Penske truck. You know what I mean? It's just, things have changed so much, and I don't know, just kind of making me think about it. I was so nervous. That's kind of how I deal with problems. I heard this quote one time that someone said that you can pretty much know or scale how successful somebody is by how many awkward conversations they've been through.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
Like, anytime you want to get a raise, anytime you want to change your job position, or you want to leave your job, or you want to, you know, just anything, anytime you want to get a new customer, you know what I mean? Those are awkward conversations.
Yeah.
And you think it's not awkward. You think it's only awkward for you, so you don't want to do them. But when you hear a phrase like that someone successful said, you're like, oh, okay, that's just how it is. And at that point, you're like, all right, you know, if 20 awkward conversations gets me to this point, then what does 40 awkward conversations get me? So now I go out of my way to have really awkward conversations with Nori. Just weird stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so it's one thing that it's raining. I don't mind getting wet. It's warm enough. It's fine. 50 degrees is fine. It's been raining for a long time that we're going through a lot of very large puddles. And the side of the road might be like white, you know what I mean? It might be all wet.
Oh yeah.
You're
gonna get tsunami.
If traction control is not working, does that mean ABS is not working? Often it does. Oftentimes they use the same module. So that could be a thing. The car is extremely light. I don't know if it's more prone to hydroplaning than anything else. I have no idea. But it's super safe though. I was thinking about it the other day about how because the only reason they're able to make the car so unsafe without airbags or anything is because they make it even more unsafe by taking away one of the wheels, and they call it a motorcycle. You know what I mean? Like, the thing would be significantly safer with 4 wheels, but then you couldn't make it because it would be a car.
Yep.
Then you have to make it way too safe. So the only way to make it unsafe is to make it way more unsafe by taking away a wheel. I think that's it. I can't really see because it's too much rain. Yeah, that's it. Got it.
We made it. And it's still pouring down rain.
So this is apparently the SLE, like the top of the line version. We've never had one. We've only had the base. This one's got a radio.
Dude, it has like, I think it has navigation or something. Like,
Is that nav or radio?
I think it might be both. It's got like this sick like racing steering wheel, and these seats
awesome.
are crazy looking, dude.
These seats look sweet.
Nuts.
It's got aftermarket exhaust. It's got a trailer head so I can tow my camper.
Yeah.
I love the color of it.
Dude, this thing is sick looking.
Dude, seriously, this thing will get more eyeballs than like the Viper.
Oh yeah, for sure.
People love this thing.
Yeah. New Slingshot, just picking up. This thing is pretty sweet. Wait, hold on. Do that again.
Do that again.
So it just looks like paint.
Yeah. They're on now and have a nice day. Need the clutch in or no? Let's roll it back a little bit, Sean.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Oh wow.
Where's the battery?
Car motor.
Yo, he put these are aftermarket, aren't they? Those don't look like these didn't come with headers.
Performance.
Yeah. And
And the
cold air intake?
Yeah, alpha intake.
all right, so on top of everything that's going on, the battery's dead, we gotta jump it, no big deal. That just means I can't stall it on the way back home.
Yeah, which is gonna be tough going through puddles in case it splashes up or something.
Right. So this should be fun.
Okay, go ahead.
Leave it at neutral, yeah, we can.
Yeah, leave it in neutral.
Yeah, we'll get it. You got room back there?
Yep. All right, hold it.
Turn around. Tell me up front, Paul. Yep, you're good, you're good, you're good. Turn around. All right.
Should be
Clear
good.
over here. Keep it run, you know what I mean? Because it stalled on me once, but I was pretty sorry. It'd be better than stalling 100 miles or 15 minutes.
All right, so we just grabbed the slingshot. Sean drove it around the building. He still hasn't come around though, so he may have stalled it on the side of the building. Not really sure, but yeah, it is dumping right now. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like
It's raining significantly worse than what it was when we left. This is pretty bad.
West on US 1 Southwest Baltimore Pike.
Yo, these
Access
cars are
Road,
gonna
Grand
soak
Level
him.
Road.
this is awesome.
All them splashes. Oh yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, this is a bad idea. This was a really bad idea. This is going to this is definitely gonna hit the line of dangerous and just all around horrible.
Yo, it is straight pouring. He's gonna be so soaked. This is hilarious.
I thought this, I don't know where the water's coming from, but something's just soaking down my back and I cannot stall it. This short throw shifter is way too short. You lose all your leverage when you take it, when you make it that short. But I think the guy next to me wants to race, so. No traction there. Oh my gosh. That, I didn't try that. Wow. I'm gonna apologize. Sorry guy, I didn't try that. Sorry. I just crept completely into his lane.
Yo, this is such a bad idea. Sean already spun out once. This is just, I don't know. I think we should have listened to Caleb when he said maybe we should have brought the trailer. I mean, if Sean stalls, we have no jumper cables, and we have no tools. So like, we really can't do anything except push him to the side of the road, and then probably go buy tools somewhere to fix it.
All right. So what the guy was saying was that they did some modification to this thing, where the traction control is 100% off. Now normally I think this has 3-stage traction control where you press it off once. You can spin with it completely on. You can spin the tires for a second. You press it, you push it once and it takes it a little bit off, and then you press it twice, it takes a little more off, but but then like you have to hold it down for like a couple seconds, and that takes it completely off. And right now it's like it's completely off, which I would never have recommended anyone drive in this weather with it being that far off. And I didn't even touch the gas. Yeah, this is dumb. This was a bad idea. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I think I would feel more comfortable riding a motorcycle.
So I just got a phone call from Harrison saying that while I'm back here at the shop, all nice and dry, that Sean nearly killed himself on the Slingshot about 30 seconds into their trip home.
So my theory is that because traction control is out, that ABS is also going to be out. Because normally they use the same module. The ABS module is also used as the traction, is also being used for traction control. I know some vehicles are like that. I don't know if all vehicles are like that. Hello? Yo, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, man? Dude, no joke. I did not try that at all. Dude, no joke. I did not try that in any way, shape, or form. Here we go. Oh, whoa! Yo, that's pulling me over so far. I was in third gear, barely on the gas, and it just kicks over like that. Dude, no joke. This is a bad idea.
Just a normal day at SRK Cycles, driving a Slingshot back in the rain. This is why we should have brought a trailer and listened to Caleb, but we thought it would be cooler if we just drove it back in the rain. Regretting that decision.
Honestly, I'm a little scared to accelerate at all. Good move on wearing these gloves though. My hands feel great. They're soaked, but they feel good. Nobody looks at you like you're an idiot when you're riding a motorcycle in this weather because they can't see you, which is why it's kind of dangerous to ride in this weather. But in something like this, everyone sees you and they're like, that guy's a moron. The water is just, I don't know where it's coming from, but it's just soaking into my pants.
I mean, look at how wet this is. This is hilarious. Yo, it just dripped.
I don't know where that came from.
That's awesome. So how's this going so far?
It's horrifying. It's way slicker than I thought. Like way slicker. I don't want to admit that Caleb may have been right by saying we should have brought the trailer. I rather would have had an extra pair of pants. I'm soaked. I mean, like, these gloves are a great idea though.
Yeah. Gloves coming in clutch.
Other than that, like my butt is heavy.
So daily driving a Slingshot in the rain?
Daily driving the rain, yeah, rain, wintertime, whatever. Anytime's a good time. Contemplating whether I want to be thrown away from the vehicle if I wreck, or whether I want to stay in the vehicle if I wreck.
I mean, you'll probably just land in a puddle, so I mean, it wouldn't hurt that bad.
Right. Maybe I shouldn't wear the seatbelt. I mean, this is a motorcycle.
Yeah.
There's no other motorcycle that makes you wear a seatbelt.
Sure.
Interesting.
I don't know if you can see this, but like the back wheel is throwing up like this huge rooster tail. It's kind of cool looking. Back to the shop. Should be back in the next like 2 to 3 minutes. I'm sure Sean is thrilled. He looks completely miserable. Every time he drives past, he just looks cold, miserable, and yeah, I'm sure he's glad that we're almost back. So how you feeling?
Feeling great. Feeling great. It was super easy. Crazy comfortable like the whole time. The weather was perfect. Traction was amazing.
Oh, that's great.
Visibility was like crystal clear.
I don't know about you, but I feel like he's lied.
Ah.
At least your head's not.
Yeah, and I'm not even
Not even a little bit cold.
I'm not even soaked.
I was gonna move the bike with you.
Yo, his pants.
I feel like a little kid who just peed his pants. Yo, water just dripping.
How was water getting down there?
I don't know, but like as soon as I sit in there, water starts just filling in my pants from the back. The whole time. It was amazing.
That's so funny. But it was eventful.
gosh.
I heard you almost killed yourself like 3 seconds in.
Yeah, 3 seconds in, man. Just got crazy sideways in the other lane.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Dude, if there was a car that, like, no lie, the only reason he didn't crash into it is because the other car was going like mad slow. But if that car was going normal speed, he totally would have clipped it.
Yeah, I was just in the other lane. And
That's not funny, but
I didn't even try it.
really.
Like I was in
in third
third gear, just like light throttle, just like woo, just throws me in the other lane. All right, let's see what my pants are.
Dude, it's two different. Oh my gosh, it's two different shades. Yo, Caleb.
Oh my god. Okay. Do you have any extra pants?
What
No.
actually happened was Sean
If I
just
don't have
peed
extra
himself.
pants, I gotta wear
to
these
stay
frog
warm.
togs as pants.
I gotta wear these frog togs.
Yo, Sean, it's like mad sunny out now.
Are you kidding me?
No.
What is that? You come out now? It was pouring the whole way. It's probably gonna be all warm and 70 degrees outside. It was pouring the whole way we were riding in. Are you just gonna leave me like everyone else in my life?
No lie. The minute we closed the garage door after putting the slingshot in,
It
just
stopped raining.
Stopped raining, and now it's actually sunny out.
Wow. Oh well.
Well, hey, I'm glad we did it in the morning where it was
We got it
pouring down
done.
rain.
Well, I got some clean pants on. So.